to lift. That's because you've been adding to it. There's one last point that I'll make, and then we'll move on to the sponsorship stuff if y'all want to stick around. See, there's a great example of, let's say, a butterfly flaps its wings and causes an avalanche. So we can look at this and we can say, like, okay, yeah, the flap of wings was enough to trigger a small grain of sand, which triggered the avalanche. So this is what is responsible for the avalanche is the flap of a butterfly's wings. But if we look at this is the big thing that a lot of people don't understand. The avalanche was primed, right? There are 1,000 other things. There's energy already in the system, primed to go. And the problem that we have in life is that we don't look at the priming. We don't look at all of the actions that build up this avalanche that is triggered by a butterfly's wings. We just look at the butterfly's wings because that is the most proximal cause. So the real tragedy in life is that everyone's stuck because they're piling up avalanches unconsciously, and then they get confused because how can a simple small butterfly's wing cause such catastrophic destruction? This is what's happening in y'all's lives. You're piling up these avalanches, and then you look at this one thing and you say, oh, I'm a victim. And even in that case, you may be a victim. You may genuinely be a victim in that moment. But the question is, what have you done up until that point? Right? So my grandmother, last thing. My grandmother once told me, if you don't lock your doors at night, you really shouldn't be complaining about being robbed in the morning. Now, I have mixed feelings about this saying because a thief who steals is in the wrong, right? But then the question is, what influence do you have in the world? So I encourage y'all to think about, what are you building on a day-to-day basis? Right? And a lot of the problems that I see in our community, it's so hard. We all hopefully will understand this, but y'all have to understand, y'all are in the minority, right? So y'all are not even 1% of the community. If you look at our Reddit, if you look at subreddit comments, if you look at stream comments and stuff like that, you'll see that a lot of people don't even realize how they're creating this life. They don't realize everything that they're doing. And then they call it bad luck. Jumps off a cliff, I'm a victim. So I think sometimes that's the case. But more often, it's let me climb up on this rickety, unstable thing. Let me build this shitty scaffold and climb to the top. And then it falls apart underneath me. Okay. So that concludes what we're doing today. Okay. We've got a weekly quest that we're going to show real quick. And then we are going to move on to, we're going to do some more Q&A. Y'all can ask whatever you want to, and we're going to just have some fun with it. Okay. Karma part 2. Keep a journal of situations where you see cause and effect in action. Okay, so this is great. This is perfect. This is where we ended. Think about how your actions might affect others and yourself. I would even say bold this now and in the future. It's good to think about others, but I would really focus on yourself. Okay, so it looks like there's a lot of stuff about understanding your negative experiences of life and things like that. That's all good stuff. So check out the weekly quest. Okay? All this stuff is to enhance y'all's understanding. And now what we want to do we want to use a Slido or what? Tacteller? Do we have questions? So yeah, for those of y'all that want to stick around, we're going to do maybe 10 more random questions, whatever y'all want. I will try to do them in an entertaining way as possible. So whatever additional questions y'all want, and then we have to splice this into a sponsorship that we're doing. So I'm going to pee real quick, and I got to change chairs because that's what I got to do. Pull from chat. Okay, great. Prepare thy questions, chat. Alrighty, chat. We're gonna swap out chairs. So we're doing this is pretty cool, actually. So we're doing a sponsorship with Herman Miller's gaming chairs, and they're actually like quite comfortable. So what questions? Wow, these are. Let me see. Okay. There's so many of these. Let me think about. Any thoughts about the semi-antagonistic Dr. Mike? I thought it was a great interview. I loved it. Dr. Mike's great. I mean, sometimes I think things can be tense, but it was great. I'm glad you all watched it. And if you guys haven't watched it, you should definitely check it out because people are perceiving it as semi-antagonistic. Dr. Mike is fantastic, dude. I like, the more I've gotten to know him, the more I just really like spending time with him. I know some people don't like him, but he's like he's just super, what's the right word? He's incredibly thoughtful. So he's very careful with the way he thinks. Okay, we're going to do this one. All these questions are way too spiritual. Can we get you... what's my favorite accent? Okay. All right, here's one. So we're going to do this, all right? I'm going to just spin around just to get in character. Oh, God. All right. So here's the question. Here's a good one. Hold on. Damn it, I saw a good one. Okay. Let me grab this one. Oh, God. How do I copy? Okay. Let me, I'm just scrambling chat. No. I want Notepad. Just the old school. Okay. So one question that I like is, how do you know what you believe is right? Okay. Okay. These. So I'm looking for questions that are a little bit less anchored. Do you want to train for a YouTuber boxing event? No, I'm okay without chronic traumatic encephalopathy. We can do that one. So what kind of questions? So we're looking for questions. So this is going to be uploaded like in a standalone video. So like these deep spiritual questions, I don't think are going to work well. Like I want questions that are a little bit more meme-ish. Oh, here's a good one. Okay, so we're going to do, and we're going to try a couple different accents. Yeah, DM me questions on Discord. That sounds great. Let's see. Okay, which toe is your favorite? Okay, what is your favorite kind of fish? This is great. Okay, so which toe is my favorite? Okay, so this is what we're gonna do, all right? So I'm gonna go into character. So now I need y'all to suggest accents. Which accents, chat? So this is actually important. So someone's asking a question about how do you sit properly on a chair, and does Herman Miller offer a good chair that promotes good posture? So one thing that is genuinely good about this chair, I don't know if y'all can see this, but you see how this thing is narrow? So a lot of times if you look at chairs, they encourage you to sit like this, right? Because they have stuff on the shoulders that will push you forward, and you'll kind of sink into the chair. So what I like about this chair is that you can sit with your shoulders back, right? So you can kind of like stay like nice, and then you won't have that gamer hunch. You can get like, you can do like lat pulls. You can lat pull it. Look at that. You can do a full lat pull in this chair. Okay. Russian accent. We can do that one. I don't think I can do a Texas heavy. Let's do that one. All right, let's go. All right. We ready, chat? We'll do it like this. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. See, that's what y'all got to do anytime you play good in a video game. So here's a question. Does it frustrate you when we don't grow? See, this is what y'all got to understand. If you're not happy with yourself in life, the first thing you've got to do is self-forgiveness. Because frustration with yourself, other people's frustration with you ain't going to help. Right? It's that frustration that digs deep and hurts on the inside. So if you ain't growing, just give yourself a little bit of time. Just give it a little bit of time, a little bit of space, a little bit of love, a little bit of forgiveness, and y'all be all right. Okay? Okay. Next. How do you know what you believe is right? Is it a gut instinct? Okay, okay. Next, we're going to do... Let's go. So sometimes people will ask me, what is your favorite kind of fish? See, if you want to understand true spirituality, the question is not what is your kind of favorite fish. The question is which kind of fish is favorite is you, right? Which fishes are you beloved by? Most of the time in life, we are thinking about what we want, right? I want this and I want this. Instead, we need to be thinking the other way. So not what is my favorite kind of fish, which kind of fish has me as favorite. That is the way you need to think. The creepy one. Okay, let's do that one. So sometimes people ask me, which toe is my favorite? And this is the thing, is I like all of the toes. You can't discriminate. Discrimination is bad. That's why we need every single toe. Each toe has its own place in life. And much like yourselves, you should love all of the toes. Love every person on the planet, especially the toes. What do y'all want more of? Someone asked which toe is my favorite. And we have to match the right accent. All right, we need more questions. Do you want to train for a YouTube or boxing event? Okay, let's try this one. In the Western world, people train for YouTube boxing event. But in Soviet Russia, YouTube boxing event trains you. Does that even make sense? How to get good hair. Okay, let me think. I don't know. I don't have a good answer for hair though. Um, is he going to answer this one seriously? Which one, cats or dogs? Okay, I got one. This is a good one. We're going to go back to. See, people will ask me questions. They need guidance. How to decide what pizza to try next? See, this is what we must understand. You do not decide which pizza to try. The pizza is put in front of you. So in life, our suffering comes not from which choice we make, but in thinking that we have the choice. So we are going there and you are wanting to try this pizza or this pizza. Which one will you know? You do not know. You cannot know. So instead, take what is given. So whatever pizza you are given, you should eat it. And eat it with full awareness. See, we are so concerned that making the right choice will bring us the happiness. But it is not the choice of the pizza that makes happiness. It is the way in which we eat the pizza which makes happiness. So you can try this pizza or that pizza, this pizza or that pizza. It is all the same, these pizzas and pastas and all of these kinds of things. The way that you eat it is the important thing. Okay. All right. Okay, this is a good one. All right, boys and girls, we're going to talk a little bit about how we make a solid grilled cheese. Okay, so a couple things we got to understand. Very first thing is a grilled cheese has a couple of ingredients. It has bread, it has cheese, and it has some kind of fat, some kind of butter. Butter's really good. Some people put mayo on a grilled cheese. I think it makes it a little bit sour. I think butter's where it belongs, okay? So nothing should come between a man and his grilled cheese. This is like a relationship between man and God. We don't want nothing else in there. If you put anything else in there, it ain't a grilled cheese. It's a melt, okay? A melt can have other things. It can have tuna, it can have tomatoes. But for a grilled cheese, it's got three things. You got butter, you got bread, and you got cheese. Now, first thing you got to do, heat up a pan, but heat it up low and slow, all right? You got to cook a grilled cheese the way that you live life, which is low and slow. Ain't no rush. Everyone here is rushing. Not Russian like from Russia. I mean like Russian like going fast. You know, giddy up. Everyone's giddy upping. So instead what we got to do, take that bread, get a good amount of butter on there, good amount of butter. Not some small amount, right? We need no vegan proportions of butter. We need a proper proportion of butter. Proper. That's the problem. Nowadays, people ain't proper anymore. They'll want to try to take their shortcuts and get their soy butter. Soy ain't butter, son. Butter is butter. So you put that butter on there, you cook it nice and slow, then you put cheese in the middle. You don't need no fancy cheese. Don't need no European cheese. European cheeses don't melt. All right? None of these cheeses that smell like they're past ripe. You don't need no ripe cheese. You need ripe fruits. You need some good American cheese in there. Artificial is good, right? Natural butter, artificial cheese. So you got to put that on there. You got to keep it nice and slow. You want to get it melty and gooey. Now, this is the most important part. Most people are degenerates. And so they put cheese in the middle and then they have bread on the outside. That's not how we're going to do it. They put this one thing, and this is a conspiracy, y'all. I don't know if y'all know this, but everything nowadays is a conspiracy. The size of the bread is bigger than the slice of the cheese. So people will put one pathetic slice of cheese in there, and there's bread on the outside that ain't got no cheese, and that's the crust. And the crust is the breadiest part of the bread, and you ain't got no cheese on there. So instead what we got to do, we got to do the unthinkable. We got to massacre a second slice of cheese. You got to chop it up. You got to tear it up. So you get cheese around every bit of the edge. Now, if you do it real good, You're going to have some cheese hanging over, a little bit floppy. I want you to think about your pawpaw's belly and the way it hangs out there. You got to put yourself out there. Everyone's saying that. You got to put that cheese out there. All right? So you put it around the edge, and then when you flip that bad boy, it's going to melt. It's going to melt to the edge. It's going to melt over the side. It's going to be slippery. Be like that sloppy Joe. You know what I mean? And then it's going to crisp up. Now, you got to cook it slow. So here's another mistake that people make. People don't think things are slow. You want to eat that cheese. You want to microwave it. You can't microwave it. You can't Uber Eats it. You can't do no food delivery, nothing like that. You got to just do it nice and slow. You got to get it nice and crisp, but don't burn it. This is the other thing. Everyone's multitasking. Tasking this way, tasking that way. You got to just focus on the cheese. Got to be meditative. This is where those people, those gurus. I went to this guru, and he taught me how to focus on one thing at a time. So I'm just watching that cheese. You listen to it. It's a meditation. That crispiness, that solid. Because if it gets too burnt, ain't no good. That's the problem in life. We try to do too many things all at once, and then all that done happen is you burn your grilled cheese. And that ain't no grilled cheese, it's a burnt cheese. And ain't no one like to eat burnt cheese. Everyone's eating grilled cheese. You want to grill it. That's the hard thing in life. You can't do it too much, can't do it too little. You got to do just right. Like that Three Little Piggies. You got to be like that middle piggy. That piggy's just right. All right? So make yourself a really good grilled cheese. That butter, that bread, and that cheese. Clog them arteries, baby. You only got one life to live. You've got 3 major arteries. You got your left anterior descending. You got that left circumflex. You got that RCA, that right coronary. And so if you're going to clog those arteries up, you better make it taste worthwhile. All right? Okay. Next one. Someone's asking, is a hot dog a sandwich or not? Son, you are so dumb. It's a hot dog. It ain't a sandwich. There are different words to describe them. We use different words, and it ain't a sandwich. See, we use the word sandwich to describe sandwiches. Okay? There is a Subway sandwich. That is it. It's in the word. A grilled cheese sandwich. It is in there's a word. That's why we use words. We use words to denote things in the universe. Hot dog ain't no sandwich. That's why we call it a hot dog. Because it is a dog. And it is hot if you cook it right. Grilled. You got to get those grill marks on there. A little bit of that burnt char. And you put mustard on there. You can put ketchup on there. Let me tell y'all something. If you guys still don't believe me, you can't put ketchup on a sandwich. The biggest sin to God and man and woman and everything in between is to put ketchup on a sandwich. Ain't no one put ketchup on a sandwich unless you go to Chowpatty Beach down in India, and the Indians will put ketchup on a sandwich, but that's because they're Indian. They're weird. All right? Question is, can you ever put ketchup on a sandwich? The answer is no. You can put mayo on there. You can put mustard on there. You can put Thousand Island dressing on there. You can put all kinds of things on a sandwich, but you can't put ketchup. Last thing is a hot dog has a wiener. You can't put a wiener on a sandwich. A wiener is for a hot dog. Do y'all understand the difference? Because I know people are dumb sometimes, but like this one's pretty straightforward, I think. Okay? Now, someone seems to be upset that a hot dog is not a dog, that there's other kinds of dogs. Well, yeah, that's why we call them it's not a hot dog. See, when you attach a temperature to the front, like it's like a German Shepherd, Golden Retriever, right? These are not temperature words. They're different kinds of words. We'll describe the coat color, we'll describe different things about a dog, but if it's a temperature, it's a food item. That's we use temperatures for food atoms. A microwave is a temperature thing for a food atom. Do y'all understand? All right, let's do one more. I heard did they recently ban the eating of dogs in some East Asian country or something? I heard about this. What other accent? Okay, we can do that. Okay, give me a good question. Give me something about dating or something. Okay, let's go. Okay, we can do this one. All right, this one we have to do like this. Okay. Okay, the buttons are coming off. All right. Buttons are coming off. Buttons are coming down. Let's go, baby. So someone asked me, when you go to the microwave, do you become hot? Yeah, let me tell you what. I was born hot, baby. The microwave doesn't heat me up. I heat up the microwave. The microwave gets its hotness from me. Oh yeah, feel that. That's good. That's heat. You guys feel that? You can see it. This is good. I should really. Dating coach, come on, give me dating questions. I will tell you. Come on. Come on, let's go. See, people will say, karma is a motherfucker. Nah? But really, I am the motherfucker. That's what I told your mom last night. You like that karma, bitch? Come on, let's go. I can't do it. I wanted to. I can't. It's just so disrespectful. Okay. People are asking, how do you say hi to a girl? Okay, there are different ways to say hi. First of all, the right thing that you should be focusing on is how to say bye, not how to say hi. The hi is not the hard part. Okay, the bye is the important thing. See, the manliness is in the way that you say bye. See, anytime I approach a girl, they're usually like, get away from me. Call the police. This guy is so filthy. They're calling me all of these things. So this is the thing. It's not about the way that you say hi. It is about the way that you say bye. You say, Arre, you can't handle it. Adios. Right? See, they think that adios means goodbye, but it means adios, to God. That's what it is. That's when people say adios to me, they're saying to God, right? Which is the way that you say bye, because people are not going to like the highs. That's why they're going to refuse the high. That's why you have to put yourself where they are. You figure out where they're going to go. You end up there. You do the nagging to them. You do the begging to them. You do all of the thing. You wait till they're in the legging. You can wear the legging. All of the things. You can do the egging once you say bye and they're not answering your calls and they're blocking you and all of that. So that is the thing. See, in that, this is the cool thing. If it has EGG in it, EGGING, that is what you need to do. The legging, the negging, the egging, the begging, these are the things. Okay? You understand? See, someone is trying to be smart. They're saying, what if they accept the high? As if that would happen. Come on. If they do not accept my high, they will not accept your high. And if they accept your high, you do. That's why we practice the bye. You say, adios. See you later. Psych. I didn't really want your number digits anyway. Because then, We just want this. You can't do this in a relationship. You have to be out of a relationship to do this. And someone is talking begging, that is, check us out on our OnlyFans. All right. I think we've had enough for today. Some of us are just confused here. Yeah, me too. I think that sounds great. Hair slick. Yeah, you know, in an alternate universe, so speaking of karma, this is what last thing we'll say. Speaking of karma, I once had the opportunity to be in a Bollywood movie when I was like 25 or 26. And I passed. And here we are. Think about the glory that we could have achieved, chat, if we just stuck with Bollywood the way that we should have. Have I done improv courses? No, but I would love to do one. I never knew doctors could be so fun. Yes, thank you. One day, chat, maybe we'll make our own Bollywood movie. Maybe we will use the tools of artificial intelligence. Mango Prasad. Yeah, Mango Prasad will make a comeback. The last thing. Yeah, so thank you all very much for your help today. I really appreciate everything that y'all do. We're looking forward to seeing y'all, I think, is it next week? Let me see. When's the next one? I started working on it today, so ain't no thing. Okay, so next Wednesday. And it looks like we've got 2 interviews next week too. So that'll be fun. And then, yeah, so it looks like next Wednesday and the Wednesday after that. And then things may be a little bit crazy for May, but thank you all very much for coming. I'm super excited about the detachment lectures. I think they're going to be great. And take care, everybody.